Hi, hello and welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here then hi, my name's Zoe. Please subscribe, join my little family that I have here on YouTube. At the minute I'm just over 150 subscribers in less than 2 months, and I'm hoping by the end of the year, at my 1 year anniversary, I'm hoping to hit 1,000 subscribers. That would be amazing. So yeah, hit that subscribe button. So today we are doing another true crime video. If you've been on my channel a while, you'll know that on a Saturday and a Sunday I post true crime videos, and the weekend is saved for true crime videos at the moment. So today we are going to be talking about the strange disappearance of Angela Hammond. So I just want to give my usual disclaimer, as I do before any video. I mean no disrespect to anybody that I talk about. I don't mean any harm to anybody involved in these cases. I'm simply just gathering the information to share the case online and raise a little bit of awareness about these cases. That is all I intend to do with this. Angela Marie Hammond was born on the 9th of February in 1971 to her parents Marcia and Chris Hammond. So for the first 4 years of her life they lived in Kansas City, but then they decided to move to Clinton in Missouri, and this is where Angela's grandparents live. Clinton was only a small populated place. There wasn't a lot of people. It was a very community filled place. Everybody knew everybody. You'd walk down the street and you would recognise nearly everybody that you walked past. It was a very small town. Shortly after moving to Clinton, Angela's brother Lauren was born. So over time, Angela's parents' marriage did start to break down. They did start to have a few issues, but nevertheless the relationship with their kids didn't change. They still had a very loving relationship, even though that her mother did move 20 miles away. Her mother and father was very civil, they was very loving, and they didn't bring their children up differently, even though they had divorced themselves. Lauren and Angela had a really good upbringing, and their home life, considering everything, was really stable. So Angela was settling down in Clinton. She was making friends, she was going to school, doing well for herself, and she was making a lot of memories. So Angela's best friend Carla did say that Angela was fun, she was energetic, she was always joking, and she was always trying to make people feel good that was around her. She was always trying to bring people's spirits up. So in November 1990, 19-year-old Angela met 18-year-old Rob Schaefer, and they hit it off immediately. They were high school sweethearts. They fell in love from the get-go. So in January 1991, Angela found out she was pregnant, and the pair of them were ecstatic. They were so excited for this baby, and in return of the excitement, Rob then proposed to Angela, and she accepted straight away. There was no question about it. She wanted to marry him. Not long after getting proposed, they soon moved into a rented trailer and started to plan their life together. So Rob did decide to join the army, and Angela was also working at a Union State bank. But whilst working at the bank, she was also attending college 30 miles away. She was attending Missouri University. So Rob and Angela's relationship blossomed, and they was both really excited, and they was building quite a stable future for themselves and also their future child. So on Thursday 4th of April 1991, Angela and Rob were at Angela's parents' house, and they was enjoying a barbecue, they was having a family night, and everything was fun, everything was great, and nothing was out of the ordinary. So around 9 PM, Angela and Rob decided to go back to Clinton because Rob had agreed to babysit his younger brother for his mother while she was out of town, and Angela decided to meet up with her best friend Kayla just to pass a couple of hours, and then Rob and Angela were going to meet back up in the town centre a couple of hours later. So at approximately 11:15 PM, Angela and Kayla said their goodbyes, and Angela went to a nearby phone box to call Rob. She had decided she wanted to go home, so she called him just to let him know that she was going home and she didn't feel too good, she was tired, and that she'd see him back there. She didn't have a home phone at their home, so that's why she was using the payphone. She wasn't able just to go home and give him a call. This payphone was on the corner of 210 South Street near a food barn, and I'm pretty sure this is now just a parking lot. I'm not too sure, I couldn't find out online. So Rob and Angela were on the phone for around 30 minutes, and then at approximately 11:45 Angela told Rob that there was a suspicious man in the area and the things he was doing was kind of worrying her. So the man was circulating the block that the payphone was on in an older modelled F-150 Ford pickup truck. The man then pulled up near Angela, got out of his truck and then stepped into the empty payphone just next to Angela. He then went back to his truck, got a flashlight and he started acting really weird and suspicious and was searching for something around the phone box. To break the sort of silence and tension, Angela did ask the man if he wanted to use the payphone and he said no, and then suddenly Angela let out a blood-curdling scream and she was gone. So Rob was obviously on the phone to Angela when all this was happening. He heard her horrible scream. So Rob was only 7 blocks away, so he jumped in his car and went to try and help Angela and to try and find out what was happening. So when driving to Angela's aid, Rob had actually passed a truck that had a man and a lady in the front seats arguing and a lady shouting "Robbie." So he suddenly did a U-turn in the middle of the street and started to chase the truck. He just knew that was Angela. So he chased the truck driver for around 2 miles, but then unfortunately his car broke down and there was nothing he could do apart from watch his pregnant fiancée be kidnapped and taken in front of his own eyes. So luckily a passing motorist stopped and helped Rob. He noticed that Rob was in a little bit of trouble, so he drove Rob to the police station so Rob could tell the police what had happened and report what had happened to Angela. He arrived at the police station just after midnight and reported the incident. Angela had given Rob a description of the man before she was taken, and she described the man as being filthy and bearded. He was also wearing white coveralls and a dark baseball cap. And like I said earlier, he was also driving a 60s or 70s white top Ford F-150. There was partial damage on the left side of this truck, and also there was a mural in the back window of a fish jumping out of water. So a composite sketch was done of the suspect, but this sparked outrage as it didn't match the description that Rob had given to the police. It didn't match the description that Angela had originally said, and it also didn't include some key features that Angela had told Rob. So the police did not believe Rob at first. They thought his story was too convenient, so he was obviously the prime suspect. So they decided to start an investigation, and the first thing they did was look into Rob, but then they found Rob's car broken down in the street exactly where he had said it was. They also found Angela's car abandoned with only her purse left inside. Detective Damon Parsons from the Clinton Police Department contacted Marcia, Angela's mother, and she was obviously extremely upset. So she straight away contacted Chris, Angela's father, and he drove straight to Clinton to look for his daughter, and he spent several weeks just looking and searching for his daughter. And it's not uncommon for someone's partner or husband or wife or a close family member to be a prime suspect in cases like this. So Rob decided to take a polygraph test, and of course he passed the test. So 2 witnesses also described seeing the same truck in the same area, which again backed up Rob's story. So with Rob not being the main suspect anymore, police decided to question Angela's family and friends. And in questioning, the same name kept coming up, Bill Baker. So Bill Baker was Angela's ex-boyfriend. He was only 17 years old, and there was a lot of rumours flying around that he was the father to Angela's baby. And ever since to this day he has denied any knowledge or any chance that he could be the baby's father. And after police conducting a short investigation to see if he had any involvement in Angela's disappearance, they eventually ruled him out as a suspect. So as I said earlier, the community spirit was really in this town because it was a small town. So the community came together for Angela. They put her picture everywhere. They put posters out. Over 250 volunteers volunteered to search for Angela. So they searched the whole of Clinton for Angela. They searched wells, they searched alleys, they searched country roads, and they searched everywhere that they could, but unfortunately there was no trace of Angela. So 11 days later, Clinton Police Department decided to contact Missouri Rural Crime Scene Squad, and the Rural Crime Scene Squad sent out 25 extra police officers to help aid the police officers' investigations. So Missouri Highway Patrol also searched 1,600 trucks that were similar to the truck that Angela had described, but unfortunately they came across no new leads doing this at all. They came across no evidence or any tip-offs. They still were not clear on what happened to Angela. So the police started to think that Angela's case was related to other cases. So unfortunately, on the 21st of January 1991, 46-year-old Trudy Derby had been found dead. And on the 24th of February in 1991, Cheryl Kenny had been reported missing and has never ever been seen since. So 4 years later, in 1994, Trudy's case was finally solved. 2 men were charged with her murder, and the police decided that Angela's case was not related to these 2 separate cases. So in October 1991, there was a new lead in Angela's case. Russell Smith from Canada had recently moved to Clinton, and he had never heard about Angela's case. He had never heard of her name or her story, and he went to the police because he seen a woman matching Angela's description getting into the same truck that had previously been described in September, so a month before. So going ahead on this lead, the police decided to check local hospitals just to check the possibility that Angela had had her baby. So they took Angela's picture and descriptions into the local hospitals, but unfortunately nobody recognised her. So in the summer of 1992, Springfield, Missouri was sent into turmoil after 3 ladies went missing on the same night. The ladies' names were Cheryl Levitt, Susie Streeter and Stacey McCall, and they'd all disappeared on the same night. And this case is also known as the Springfield 3, which is on my list that I'm currently researching at the moment. So I'm hoping I'll have that case out soon, so I'm not going to go into much detail about it now. So unfortunately, Angela's case went cold and there was no more leads, no more hints to what could have happened to Angela. So in April 2009, Clinton Police Department did announce that they had new DNA evidence. They advised that they had advances on technology, which meant the DNA they possibly had at the time was now more of a lead, but unfortunately the police department did never tell people what they unearthed. They never told people if it was relevant to the case or not, and if it would help to find Angela. So sadly there hasn't been any leads since then. That was the last possible lead in Angela's case, and Angela's family and friends are plagued with the fact that they'll possibly might never know what happened to Angela. They have had no answers in all this time, and it's really quite upsetting. So Angela's family are trying to move on with their lives, and they've also tried extremely hard to find out what happened to Angela. And also Rob has moved on, but he has a beautiful family now. but he is still searching for Angela, and he also says that Angela's disappearance weighs very heavily on his heart. It's been nearly 28 years and nobody knows what's happened to Angela. She disappeared without a trace. So this video is kind of a hard one because nobody knows what's happened to Angela, and it's incredible to think that it's been such a long time without any leads. So please share this video, because maybe somebody sees the description of the car, sees the description of Angela or her suspected abductor. Something might just be cropped out of memories. Someone might just remember something. So that is all for this video. If you did enjoy it, please give it a big thumbs up. Please like, and I shall see you in my next video. Bye.